My name is Lisa Pericini, and I teach in the History of Art department here at UC Berkeley. Allegra Robertson, Martha Schwartz, Beth Piatot, and myself are co-organizers of today's presentation. We thank Julie Wolfe for designing the flyer and for Melly Ray for the written translation of Ed Field's presentation. Before we get started, let us take a moment to recognize that Berkeley sits on the territory of the Huichin Huichum, the ancestral and unceded land of the Chochenyo-speaking Ohlone people, the successors of the historic and sovereign Borono Band of Alameda County. This land was and continues to be of great importance to the Muwekmu Ohlone tribe and other familiar descendants of the Borono Band. We recognize that every member of the Berkeley community has benefited and continues to benefit from the use and occupation of this land since the institution's founding in 1868. Likewise, we recognize that Mr. Ed Fields, our honored speaker today, will be presenting from Cherokee Nation on Cherokee land in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. It is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce Ed Fields, a native Cherokee speaker who grew up hearing only Cherokee in the home. He has taught Cherokee at Cherokee Nation for over 20 years, and with his online classes, reaches students as far away as England, Serbia, Italy, New Zealand, Belgium, and Germany. In 2010, he was named a Cherokee National Treasure for his contribution to the language and has been interviewed by the Cherokee Phoenix and OCO TV in Oklahoma. I am deeply honored to say that I am one of Ed Field's students. Sio Ed, Tohitu. Ed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I asked him to unmute. Ed, it looks like you are muted. If there might be an invitation to unmute on your screen now.
Ed?
If you look in the middle of the screen, it should say request to unmute or something like that. And you can click unmute.
You can.
Yeah, perfect.
Osta.
Sio Ed, Tohitu.
Yeah, Osta nena.
Osta.
Awa.
O Jelihe Liga, Chiwo Nisiga, Ko Hi Iga, Wado.
Awa.
Awa.
Awa. This is what you call getting cold feet. My feet are cold. Oh, so let's see. See, it's like teaching class, online class. Okay. How am I doing, Millie? What's that? Come. It feels like with all your nigga. And no, Tsalagi, take a day on going. Today, I decided to tell y'all a story, and it's what they call oops. Where do you go? It disappeared on me. I was going to let's see if I can find it. There it is. Oh, there you go. Oh, there it is. And so it helps me to not see all too, so I won't be so shy. Now, okay, I must scoot that thing a little bit away from here. That thing. Come. Well, today, I thought a lot of things I could do. To just go ahead and teach Cherokee like they go around classes and try to get everybody to talk Cherokee, you know, and or maybe tell how I grew up. I had kind of a few options. Then I got thinking, maybe I should tell a story then. It's based on a classic story of the wolf and the crawdad race, as told in the year of 2022 by Ed. I thought I'd note that, just so I remember when I did this. And if somebody asked me for to do another one like this, I'll have to think about it. A little shy, Anyway, so in my growing up, I heard a few stories like this by mom and dad. When I got a little older, though, so my grandma was gone and grandpa too, so they didn't tell me stories, but they passed them on to mom and dad. And so this is a story here told me by my mom when I was really little bitty guy. I was so small, I was only knee high to a grasshopper. So that tells you how tall I was. I gotta bring back my story again. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so this is based on it. So it's not really like it was told in Cherokee, but it has pretty much what is to be there, though. I added some words because also because I'm a teacher, I thought I'd get some words in that might be repetition a little bit, and maybe you could identify them a little easier, So no dinner. I'm going to start now. Tsalagi, I'm going to tell Cherokee, all Cherokee first, and then we'll come back and go over the words. Oh, Sija, is that good?
Ostagu.
Hawa.
Ost.
Ost. Hawa.
Osta.
Hawa.
Osta.
Hawa. Go here to guess. Waya. We're going to cheese the other scene though. A minor jeto. Cheese the you live with your genius, you don't know what ya. Actually, you don't know what ya. No, what the genius cheese the genius cheese the you don't know what ya. A my deal with the next one. What ya? Now, I cheese the not that same though, huh? Let's go. You can scar star, see? Who don't know what ya? Klar, though you can scar star, see? Who don't know cheese the Gonna go tease that please. Who don't know cheese the The gun here, hey? Who don't know what ya? Klar, Axnulia. Who don't know cheese done. Klar, don't know what ya. Ni, just the Hilliata. Who don't know what ya? I say no, Axnulia. Who don't know cheese done. Ajax nulle, who don't know what ya. Ajax nulle done. Cheese done. Ajax nulle, who don't know what ya. Ajax nulle done, cheese done. Ajax nulle, who don't know what ya. Ajax nulle, who don't know cheese done. Yeah. Hawaii, Tokyo, who don't know what ya. Hawaii, Tokyo, who don't know cheese done. In Tokyo, we don't know what ya. In Tokyo, we don't cheese done. Hawaii, we don't know what ya. Hawaii, we don't know cheese done. Hawaii, we don't know what ya. hầu ở đó chỉ stan no quá ở đó nó vậy ha no quá ở đó nó chỉ stan vậy lấy của six stella và cái lusti ở đó nó chỉ stan na hầu à chỉ soi học là cái ở đó nó cái đó học là cái ở đó nó vậy ha cái đó từ đó cái đó nè ở đó nó vậy ha nó kia nè chỉ đó là ở đây đi đàn lên này nó vậy ha chỉ stan cái đó kia là chỉ stan vậy ha chỉ stan cái đó kia là chỉ stan nó được đi hầu à yeah nên đó cái đó chỉ stan nó cái đó ở đó là khi lâu cả được chứ cái đó ở đó là cái đó à cái gì ở least đó thằng sao là thôi sao just đấy nói just đấy ai à lấy yên lên à we need to check excuse me ya nah ya ale ini ina lena we need to check ale sigwa agaye hello got lu cha please de học thang sa please de học thang sa là thôi sa ya just get heste hawa aksnu leda aya iji kia jistana don't know what ya ahida ji kia jistana don't teska what ya don't teska hadana stana no go hadana udana jistana no go udana what ya with the next nice new what ya is new no cái thứ từ đó ta là cái thứ what ya will cha na what ya least utasa si what ya ni tohi sana hi utagana dona utasa sa yeli again san ne hi again ya what ya sai chỉ có thì chỉ na sai chỉ có thì chỉ na sa xe wale tạo kỳ với cái gì kìa Là osta yếu ta ta. Là osta chỉ có thì ha. Wahia. Utanastana. Thalene. Udodala. Katu. Wahia. Ulusha. Na wahia. Utlees the kana. Tasa. Sino. Wahia. Nitoi san. Hia utagane. Woo! Kla yelik again. Klan ne he again. Kla. Kla do you. He are again. Kla chỉ có thì chỉ stana. Kla. Kla chỉ có thì chỉ stana. Asele we. Asela. Uwele. Do you. Dagi wega. Kla osta. Kla osta ya ta ta. Kla do you osta. Chỉ có thì ha. Kla. Wahia. Utlista. With an astanola. You're going to wege. With an astana. Wahia. Joine. Gadu. Udodala. Wahia. Ulusha. Na wahia. Utliste. Utasa. Sino. Wahia. Nitohi sana. Hia tagana. Woo! Sa yeli again. Sa nehi again. Sa do you again. Sa chỉ có thì chỉ na sa. Do you dagi wega. Sa do you o se ko ta ta. Sa do you o se chỉ có thì ha. Đó là wahia. Utliste. Nó with the nasta wahia. Utliste. Nakina udotala katu. Nó là wahia ulacha katu. Utliste kasa. Sino wahia du toi san. He a utagana. Woo! Sa yeli again. Sa ne he again. Sa do hiu again he a. Sa chỉ có thì chỉ na sa. Do you do hiu dagi wega. Sa do you osta ya ko ta. Sa do you osta chỉ có thì ha. Sa. Wahia. Utliste. Chỉ nó lên nó đi là. Utliste. With the nostril. Wahia. Chỉ lên nó đi. Wahia. Utliste. Ta sa. Ale, u toisa. Woo, we're going to wahya. Gun slow, hey, we're done to wahya. Sasla, you don't have cheese done. Cheese done. Wahya the car, $10 the car. I send Sasla, you don't have cheese done. Yeah, no, understand. No wahya. See, you don't understand. See, you're not done, huh? Can need it, no, can need it, can need it. No, the toast get cheese done. No. Wahya, at least, cheese done. No. Woolwich, when he lets a chick, cheese done at least. Wahya, at least, Doctor, you know, Wahya, cheese done. At least, Doctor, Amaye, with the legion.
What's that?
Well,
What is?
I didn't really tell it exactly like a step by step example. Quite a bit was there, but the last part was tell you what happened. You know, they turn around. Whoever got to the top of the mountain first, quickly turn around fast and holler. You know, woo! Like that. Whoever was the first one there. But as you notice that one turn, and then before he could holler, you heard a woo from behind him, you know. And he couldn't figure it out. He's just seeing things, you know. That can't be Crawdad, you know. So that was what's going on. It's the last part, you know. And so that's what was going on. They were supposed to race. It started out at the beginning where there was, and they were, well, the wolf cornered him. You know, he was by the water. Crawdad was not fast enough to jump in the water. You know? And so he was telling him, "I'm gonna catch you." You know what he's gonna do with it, right? But then he thought about it, thinking real quick, you know, the Crawdad, and he said it was fast when he said, "I'm gonna catch you." And Crawdad said, "I'm fast," and then it starts the argument. "I'm fast," you know. It says, "I'm fast." You know, every time the wolf said something, the Crawdad would just repeat that. You know? And then finally, after argument for several times, you know, like that, "I'm fast, I'm fast, I'm fast." He repeated. So it got the wolf off track, you know. So he no longer was thinking about the Crawdad as something to obtain. And so all was thinking was he was fast. So, and then finally said, Wolf couldn't take it, said, "Okay, let's race," you know. And the Crawdad said, "Okay, let's race." You notice he repeated everything the wolf said, you know. And finally, he had it going so much that after a few couple times to say, Hawa, we're done the way here. And the G's done. Hawa, we're done the G's done. Well, yeah, Hawa, we're done the G's done. Hawa, we're done the G's done. Come. No, go ahead, talk yeah, done the G's done. Well, yeah. Okay, let's race. And G's done. Hawa and talk yeah. Same thing. And then, so he was really worked up, the wolf was. And so while he was worked up, Crawdad sneaked in the words that said, can you help me get there? You know, and the wolf was, Hawa. Gee, sorry, get on my back, said the wolf. And hop on my back. And while he was walking, he was thinking, after all this going on, said, what am I doing? The wolf said, he didn't think it all out, or he wouldn't notice that the Crawdad had short legs. He probably couldn't move as fast. In the meantime, he didn't say anything. He was just, after that, he said, what am I doing? It's like saying, what am I doing? Why am I carrying him? Why am I carrying it? Something like that. In the meantime, he was still confused. So Crawdad saw that this is good time to tell them little rules. And they were going to start on the other side of the fourth mountain. There's 4 mountains here. And they said, this is what we will do, Crawdad said. When you get to the top of the mountain, the first one quickly turns around and hollers. And then when we come back where we started, still, first one who arrives quickly, turns around. And turns on and hollers. And the wolf did holler that time when he got there. So then he said, okay, I'll beat the Crawdad. Okay, I'm fast. I can beat the Crawdad. I did, But anyway, so it kind of, I slowed it down right there a little bit there because what really happened was all this time, because he couldn't believe it every time he saw the Crawdad, when they back there, they heard the holler. But then what happened was that, let's see now, way down here now, go back way down here now. This first time I used resource paper. Yeah, the students sometimes tell me online classes, I used my paper, I kind of cheated. They tell me when they passed the test, they come out with good, come out good grade, kind of like grade. I think, and I said, well, this is not like school. When you do that, actually, you're being resourceful. Anyway, so when the wolf turned around, what happened was Crawdad turned loose. Each time he was hanging on the end of a tail, where the hair is, not where the sensitive area is. And so wolf couldn't tell. So every time he turned around, he flipped the Crawdad back there. So that's why it looked like Crawdad was fast. And when they got at the beginning, what happened when he turned around is Crawdad turned loose and flew into the water like that, and went under the water. So that's why there was quietness. Crawdad was nowhere around. I got thinking when I was telling the story, he got cornered, Crawdad did, and he couldn't get away. So it became, after the argument with him, it became like a game with the Crawdad. So he thought he had fun with this. So, and after it's really heated up, and tells him, I need your help get somewhere. And the wolf thought, okay. He wasn't thinking, he just replied back. And while he was thinking, he said, what am I doing? He probably was thinking, why am I carrying this little fellow? Okay, so in the first word, the Cherokee and English are a whole lot of different, as I tell the students in class. It's like a apple and peach. Cherokee is like an apple and English is like a peach. So you really can't say exact in Cherokee as you can as English or Cherokee to English. You kind of, because Cherokee is more of a descriptive language. You can't tell it like it is. That was a good expression I heard several years ago when I was young. They would say, like it is, man, you know. So that's what it is. It's like it is, you know. So that's how it tells, you know. When it said, let me go with these words a little bit. Go he get your guess, huh? It was long ago. Go he get your guess, huh? Go he get is stretching the time. Go he get, you can see it. It's like stretching time. Go he get when it was together, you know. Wahya is the name of the animal. They're called wolf. So I don't know when it got its name. They told us when the animal stories are told, they usually say, it says a long time ago, we could understand the animals. So then they had names for them. They got names for them, so what they are to identify them. And so here it says, go ahead, you guess, what hell would go, huh? Long time ago, wolf saw. And it said, well, it's a long time ago. And we'll go, huh? So the we'll go, huh, would be like saw a crawdad crawl around the water. It's describing what happens that Wu taught. We'll go on. What I used to tell students is it's like a W, it's like elsewhere. It tells you elsewhere, it's not here. So that's what it tells. Like you said, I'm gonna go to the store. And you could say in Cherokee, so the W part indicates you're going away from here. It's describing you're going away from here. With the Gedole also describes two other thing too. It's like to and fro description. So we indicates away from here. The Gedole indicates I'm going to come. So the word describing is telling you I'm going to go, and I'm going to come back with the Gedole. And G-Stunner, Crawdad. I done seen though, it was crawling around, you could say. It was dragging itself around. It looks like it's crawling around, but it's got a little leg, so it's walking around, you know, but it's actually crawling around so low it is. So you could say Ajansi, yeah, but it kind of makes it like it's got legs and tall enough to walk, you know. And Amaya is water. Nuh-uh, close or near. Jedoha is the word Jedoha. That means it was over there. You know, Jedoha. You could say Amina Edoha. It was near the water. This one says Amina Jedoha. So it places the crawdad way over there. If you said Amina Edoha, the only way to tell you that it's by the water is when it's that no, you know, a little bit different in saying some words, you know. Is that a little confusing?
Huh.
Plum? Oh, genius is wow, I like that. Okay, so that's what it is. When it was long ago, wolf saw, crawdad was crawling around, water near, it was at. This was sound like. But English interpretation is long ago, wolf saw a crawdad crawling around near the water. So a little difference in it. Okay. Tautly. Huh. G-Stunner. So I sort of invented the word huh there, you know. Usually the Cherokee tell a story does so they don't say huh. It's a little differently, yeah. But I put a huh there. Yeah. Like, huh. Yeah. When something is there, huh, I see something, like that, So they don't say huh in the story like that, They usually say something else. And Ijitniya, huh, Jistana, it sounds like, huh, Crawdad. Illeguals, can I? Illeguals can or able. And Ijitniya, I can catch it. I can grab it. That's what it says. Ijitniya. And Udana said, Wahya wolf. Aksnulia. Udana Wahya. So, yes. Or you can say, instead of saying, you can say, either way, it's affirmative. Aksnulia says, I am fast. It tells you the prefix who is and what it is. And so it looks kind of like an English word, it has a prefix, suffix, prefix, root, and suffix. And it tells you time is like a tenses, And the prefix tells you who's involved. So that's what a sentence is like in Cherokee, or a phrase. Probably just because it's not like, it confuses when some people say that, but it looks like an English sentence. It's just one word can tell you a whole phrase, a whole sentence, and some of the words, Like the word aguaduli, I want it. So that's a whole sentence. I want it. It tells you who, one word. It tells you who and the root to want and present tense. I want it now. Let's talk a little bit about that. And so that sentence, it says, Crawdad, can I catch it? Said wolf. Yes, I am fast, said wolf. English interpretation, I believe, pretty close. Said Crawdad, can I catch it? Said the wolf. Yes, I am fast, said the wolf. So it has some, in English, you have some articles. So you can read all about it, articles, No, anyway, joking. It says, no, now or right now, I'm gonna catch it. He's done, Crawdad. Now I'm gonna catch it, Crawdad, said wolf. Who don't know what. My titla is towards or way, titla. So titla could be towards something, away, Udanostana is the wolf ran off, Wahya Udanostana. Or you can say Udanostana Wahya. So it doesn't really matter in Cherokee whether Wahya comes before Udanostana or Udanostana Wahya. In Cherokee, it's more like message, messaging. Not so much as sentence. Okay. So, we said it was near, close, or nearby, it just says describing this. What you're doing is describing like I'm near the desk, close. It's describing a picture for you. And also tell the students to listen to words, learn and listen to the words. It's like a person who comes to see you. The words come to see you because the first time you see it, or you see it again, it comes to see you. And you listen to it, the word, what it says, is describing something to you. Because it's like picturizing something for you. Adasindo, Adasindo is crawling around. So it's crawling around like this, crawling around. Adasindo, what is? And then it says, Tlasko. You got Skastase. Skastase is I can scare you if. The Y in the yi, yi, indicates if, iffy. I call them iffy. It's like in Cherokee, you have to have two negatives to make a knot.
Mhm.
So like, let's see, well, we'll get that someday. You might be in class, that's where you can get it. Oh. This is the way to try and get y'all in class, you know. Mhm. And udo here can be really, or it can be the word for truly, truly, really, or it could be real. So you can see, you can reel in the word and understand it. You know? I thought that was LOL. But, went by you. And it says, Gongo Watiska. It says, Gongo Watiska. I was seeing you. Gongo Watiska. I was seeing you. The interpreter, I saw you here.
Mhm.
And then another one says, Jita please, G ta please. Number, I'm sorry, I should say where I was at. Number 5, G ta please. In case somebody say got somewhere got the story. You know. Of course, maybe don't want to have the story. Yeah. So Jita please is like you was running this way. Jita please, you was running this way. If I just said tatlisa, it's also tatlisa, he is running this way. But G kind of references like a sure thing that I was a witness to it. You know. Does that make sense, Osija?
Osta. Osta.
Oh, wow.
What?
Ah,
Ale? Oh, no. Let's wait, here's some more.
Ed?
Hmm?
Ed,
Hmm?
I'm just making you aware that we have 5 more minutes because we promised not to keep you over 5 o'clock.
Oh, I like
So-
this. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I can stop, but you can always take online classes.
You don't have to stop. I just wanted you to know, we wanted to keep our promise of not keeping you over 5 o'clock our time here in California. So you have 5 more minutes. Please go ahead.
Okay, I like that. And then it says, Justine, little ones, Justine. And the Hilayata would be the Hilayata, you have legs, the Hilayata. So, ni, Justine, ni would be look, Justine, little ones, the Hilayata, you have legs. So, look, little ones, you have legs. We don't know what I said well. And a little bit different in English. Look, you have little legs, said Wolf. So there's quite a few stuff in there that can be explained in Cherokee, you know, those words. And so anyway, you got the point though, didn't you? For all this time, the wolf turned around, he would drop, or the Crawdad would turn loose and drop back there. It looks like he got there fast.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okie dokie, let's see now. So I think that's Hawa. You know what Hawa is, right, y'all? So I should give y'all a test after this, you know, quiz. So, okay, let me explain this one too. Aya oxnuli, kind of like it goes like this. Aya, I or me, I me, oxnuli, I am fast. So if you wrote it out in English, you would say, I am fast, or I, or me, am fast. Did somebody sneeze? Sound like something. But it boils down like I am fast, because in English is a little bit different than Cherokee. I guess I said that, huh? And in a Tokia, let's race. In English interpretation was, okay, let's you and I race, said the wolf. In Cherokee was, okay, let's race, said wolf. Because in a Tokia involves two people. Like if I was a crawdad, you were a wolf. So it's you and I is involved. Does that make sense, Rosita?
Osta.
So that's what it's describing. You're there and I'm there. Just some things I thought about explain in this story here. I know it's probably, y'all probably didn't get it too well, but I was hoping that I had a long time, maybe a year ago. No, anyways, so I have this story printed out and everything. You would know what you kind of follow it a little bit, Then like I said, 17, like, oh, Hawa, something like that, I was on 17 something. Which reminds me, I'm just like 18,
Ah,
Ed, can
time up.
we,
Okay.
oh, no,
That's good.
no, Ed, I wanted to, on behalf of everyone attending this in person here at UC Berkeley and everyone online, and to you and all of your students all over, I wanted to say Wado, thank you so much for this amazing story and wonderful reading of Cherokee. And with that, I'd like to thank also Melly Ray for writing out the translation that all of you were able to follow that was provided for you in the chat in Google. And also thank Martha and Allegra, who were the co-organizers, along with Beth Peatot, for today's presentation. A very unique and wonderful and beautiful opportunity for all of us to hear this beautiful Cherokee story. Ed, thank you so much. Wado.
Wado.
go Ed.
Hey, Salol. Hawa. Wado ni gada. Todago ha.
Wado.
Hawa.
Dago honey niganda.
Hawa.
Do Onelaga Alemeli.
You osta gesewa.
Hawa. Wado ni gada. Todago tina. Kalele chichi leke. Hawa. Todago tina.